Jay here. I'm here to bring you my review of My Hero Academia, episode 13 English dub, and this is the final episode of season 1. So on to season 2 next, but what mainly happened in this episode is at the beginning it showed like one of the students that can use electricity being held hostage from a villain that could do the same thing, like control electricity or use electricity as his quirk. But then it showed two girls. Momo, I'm not sure what the other girl's name is. I didn't catch it, but the other one is Momo, the one that has her hair up instead of her hair is not purple, it's black. Anyways, one of the girls tried to use her quirk and she was trying to distract the villain to like use her quirk, but then it didn't work on him and he knew that she was just trying to distract him. So he just kept saying that if she makes a move that he's gonna kill the student that he has held captive. So anyways, it goes to All Might, and All Might is kinda, bragging or like talking shit to the villains and telling them like, yeah, come on, aren't you gonna attack me? And then Shigaraki, the villain, he's sitting there scratching himself and like thinking like, oh yeah, we just lost. Like if I had that big monster dude that fucking All Might defeated in the previous episode, that he would just be punching him right now. And he was just scratching himself, being weird as fuck, saying that he lost. So then All Might is still egging him on, telling him like, let's go, even though he's thinking to himself like, if they do make a move, he's over. Like he's used up all his power. Like he can't do nothing basically. He's just basically lying to them. So the shadow dude starts telling Shigaraki like they can still do it, they can still kill All Might, the symbol of peace. So Shigaraki goes after fucking All Might, like starts running after him, and then Deku's thinking to himself like, oh damn, I have to save All Might. Like he's running out of time, cause Deku is noticing that All Might is running out of time because he's kind of steaming, like, and when he steams or whatever, I'm guessing he does that when he transforms into the buff All Might and when he transforms into the skinny All Might. So anyways, Shigaraki is rushing after All Might, and then fucking the other villains are waking up, like coming back into consciousness, and they're about to fight the other students that are in the back, like Todoroki, the fucking ice and heat dude. He has half ice and half heat. But yeah, along with other students like Bakugo were like about to fight the fucking villains that are waking up. So then Deku rushes to go save fucking All Might because Shigaraki's about to attack him. And basically when he attacks him, he's gonna fuck All Might up because All Might is basically completely out of power. So then Deku's trying to go after that one shadowy dude's like fucking his weakness, but it didn't work this time, and Deku's about to get attacked by Shigaraki because he stuck his hand through the fucking shadowy dude. And then out of nowhere, Shigaraki's hand gets shot. Then it shows all the fucking reinforcements, all the pro villains, not villains, but pro heroes showing up out of nowhere, and then they start whooping ass. Like they start showing some weird ass attacks. Like there was some one teacher that like showed up like in the beginning of this season, and his powers were weird as fuck. All he did is scream yeah, and it did like a weird supersonic fucking yell that literally spelled yeah going across, and it fucking fucked all the villains up. Then it showed some weird cloak dude that he looked like he cloned himself and he wanted to go fight the other villains. It was fucking dope. Just them showing off all the pro heroes' powers. It was fucking dope. And everyone's reactions, all the students' reactions was just like relief, like they can just relax instead of sitting there fight, because all the students are still spread it around fighting the other villains that are not like knocked out or whatever. They're trying to defend their lives basically. So they're just relieved to see that the pros showed up and, came just in time. So Shigaraki ends up getting shot in all limbs, like both of his fucking legs and both of his fucking arms. So Shigaraki, he escaped with that shadowy dude, and that shadowy dude got sucked in by fucking 13 before like teleporting Shigaraki, I'm guessing, back to where they came from. And before Shigaraki left, he told All Might that he will kill him someday, or he was going on something like that he's gonna have his revenge, blah blah blah. Then it showed everybody, coming together and grouping together to see like what's happening. It showed the police outside investigating the area. Then it showed some weird cloak dude. I'm not sure what his name was. I didn't catch it, but he was basically a fucking detective, and he asked the principal, can he like investigate the school? And the students end up asking what happened to Aizawa, the teacher. And it turns out that he has fucking cracked bones, and they're not sure if his eyesight's gonna come back when he recovers. And yeah, it showed a scene where Deku was saying to himself that he couldn't save All Might, and All Might was saying that he did save him. He did brace in action and basically save All Might. And when it showed All Might, like he was half like his weak form and half buff form, because he was running out of powers, like running out of his time limit that he can be the buff All Might. So he was kind of half. It looked dope as fuck. And the last scene, going back to where I was, I'm sorry, like I went back and forth right there, but going back to where I was, it goes to All Might and Deku inside the nurse's office, and All Might's telling the nurse that he had to push himself like further than he did before, and he doesn't even think that he can hold his buff form for even an hour anymore. And Deku's telling him he's sorry, and then the detective dude walks in, and it turns out that's fucking All Might's best friend. And Deku starts freaking out because he doesn't know that he knows All Might's secret of him being like a skinny All Might. But All Might ends up telling the detective dude that the students, like, he didn't just save the students. The students were saved, like, they're heroes basically. Like, they saved themselves. They saved everybody. They weren't just fucking victims. They put in work. And he was saying for year one students, they saw true villains today, and that they didn't just sit there. They put in work. They fought, and they fought just like heroes. That's what basically he was saying. So after that, the episode came to an end. Then it showed a last scene after the credits where Deku said that this is just the beginning. Then it showed like a fucking weird fucking like demonic looking dude on top of the building, and then the episode ended. So this episode was fucking dope. Like, the animation in this episode, that one scene where All Might's kinda half skinny him and half buff him, that shit was dope because his hair was sticking up on one side, and when he's the buff All Might, his hair slicked back, so it was slicked back on one side. It was fucking hilarious. But Deku, bro, through this whole season, he has heart. He hasn't proved to been like the strongest character throughout this whole season, but he's a character with heart. Like, he loves All Might. That's his hero. So he's gonna do what he can do to help All Might. So throughout this whole season, he was just a person with heart, a person that believes that he can do what he put his mind into doing. So yeah, in this episode, he was just braced into action, like trying to go save All Might, even though he was just about to get fucked up, because he was thinking back in this episode when Shigaraki touched someone's elbow and ripped their fucking skin and shit. I think that was Aizawa, the teacher, but I'm not sure. But yeah, he was thinking back to right there, and he even though he was about to literally get fucked up, he still was bracing into action and was about to take it for All Might. So that lucky coincidence of Shigaraki's hand getting shot by that one fucking tight ass pro hero dude, that was just a coincidence. But my main point is Deku has heart. He's fucking a dope character. So yeah, I enjoyed this season. I'm glad I'm on season 2 because I'm almost caught up with Adult Swim, and yeah, I enjoyed this season a lot. I enjoyed this series a lot. I'm glad I got into this series, and it's fucking dope. So I'm Jay, and this is my review on My Hero Academia episode 13 English dub. Thank you for watching. Catch you on season 2 of My Hero Academia.